Hi there. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Debi Silber, founder and CEO of the PBT, Post-Betrayal Transformation Institute, as well as National Forgiveness Day, celebrated every year on September 1st. More stuff, you could always look that up. You know, when you're down and out and then you say, screw that, and then you're like, you're ready for that comeback, or you're just so sick and tired of the extra weight and you're like, screw that, and that's the day, like there's no stopping you. Or you're in a financial crisis and then finally you're like, screw that, and you do something different. Or in the case of being betrayed, you're like, you know what, I am so done with letting that other person and that other person's actions take me down and keep me down, and you say, screw that. The reason why I'm sharing that, and I'm saying screw that as many times as I am, it's for a reason. Just like betrayal feels like that sucker punch word, so does screw that. And I've realized that when it comes to healing from betrayal, there are very different camps. There's the group that they're in it and they're struggling, and I get it, and I've been there. And those of you who know my story know I've been there. They're in stage 2 out of the 5 stages from betrayal to breakthrough. But then when they move to stage 3, the danger is that's where we get stuck. But if you are willing to move forward and move through stage 3, the stuck stage, into that place of transformation, that's where you're taking your crisis and you're using it for your transformation. That's where you're taking that trauma and you're saying, screw that, I'm going to use it to do something incredible. So what I'm starting is a Screw That series. And what I want to know is, I want to know your stories. I don't want to just know your stories because I just want to hear them. I want to celebrate you. Not only do I want to celebrate you, what I'm going to do is, we have the PBT Institute that has a research-based, proven, predictable way to heal from betrayal. Every month we choose a member of the month, someone who's working hard, showing up. They get to choose. I put a portion of everyone's first month of tuition aside. They get to choose a charity to which those funds go, or they can choose to donate a scholarship to someone who can't afford the community. But then I thought of it and I was like, I want to celebrate those that have realized, screw that, I'm using this trauma for my transformation, and I want to celebrate you. So every week, I'm going to be choosing someone who's going to be sharing their story. And if I choose you, that means you are going to choose someone for a 1-month scholarship for the PBT Institute. So let's say you and your bestie, you've overcome your betrayal, and now he or she is going through one, and you see how painful it is. You share your screw that story of how you overcame, and now your friend may get a month within the PBT Institute. I'm doing this because we are so much stronger than we know, so much stronger than we think, so much bigger than our struggles, and we need more awareness of it. We're hearing so much about the stuck part, but I know so many of you are overcoming, and so many of you are through it and on the other side, which is stage 4 and stage 5 out of the 5 stages from betrayal to breakthrough. So I want to celebrate you. And if you've overcome, I want to celebrate you by having you donate a scholarship to someone who desperately needs that support and can be in the place that you're in. So we're going to start with, you share your story. We're going to need 2 hashtags. One, my screw that story, and the other hashtag, the PBT, as in post-betrayal transformation, the PBT Institute. When I see those 2 hashtags and you sharing your screw that story, you are eligible to win a scholarship for your best friend, for your sister, for your mom, for your dad, for your brother, for your uncle. It doesn't make a difference. Someone who's struggling. There's a predictable, proven, research-based way to heal from all of it. I've done it. All of our PBT coaches have done it. Too many other people have done it, and they're not celebrated. So I want to celebrate you, and I want to help support the person that is looking at you but doesn't feel that they can do what you did. We want to help them through it. So you've been through the worst of it already. You've shown yourself how strong you are, how resilient you are, and now let's show other people the same thing. It's that moment, that hero's journey, that heroine's journey, where there's that crash, but then they start to realize their value and their worth. Watch out, because that person doesn't just go back to where they are. That's where they transform. And that's where they take what had been their biggest crisis turned it into transformation, that's trauma well served. If that's you, I want to celebrate you. Share your story, those two hashtags, my screw that story and the PBT Institute. So this way I can find you, I can celebrate you, and we can help those you love who are struggling. Follow for more.